And we are back again. It's your friendly neighborhood film watchers. I got it right this time. This is Brandon.
We'll set it off, Chris. Click, clack. We right back at it, man.
No
We
doubt,
right back
man. No
at it.
doubt. So, Chris, like we were talking about, man, you sent me a bunch of topics earlier today. I of course text you back, let you know my thoughts on them, but of
Right.
course we got to put it on wax, man. The people not gonna know it unless we record. I can't afford not to record. Andre 3000 said that.
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. Buster came out, with Extinction Level 2. So, I was hearing him in an interview saying he had so much stuff on his mind. He had to figure it was worthy. And this is a worthy topic, man. Want to say what's wrong with two guys, one on each side of the ball. The first guy, I absolutely love. And people have been questioning him for the last 2 years about who he is and what's going on. So my question be, man, what's wrong with Zeke Elliott?
I think that Zeke is still very good. I don't think that he has that elite tag anymore. But Zeke is still a very good running back. He does the thing that a lot of running backs can't do nowadays, and that is tote the rock 300 plus times a year.
But the NFL says it's a passing league. So
yes,
do you need a running back that can tote the rock 300 times?
Yes. I'm gonna use this unit as an example, but the 49ers made it to the Super Bowl based on that. They ran the ball with 3 and 4 guys and ran their way to the Super Bowl. If you recall, Jimmy Garoppolo threw 9 passes in the playoffs, all of the playoffs before the Super Bowl.
Okay. So but let's say the guys they had one was a converted wide receiver that became a running back. One was which is a Mostert. Tevin Coleman was a cast off, a kind of guy that the Cowboys look. I remember when he came out of college, they were looking at him, but he left Atlanta. He's often injured. They use a wide receiver out of South Carolina, Deebo Samuel's a lot in the run game. So the thing is, I'm just want to get your insight on it. You can find a running back pretty much anywhere, right? If your O-line's good, right?
Yeah.
So
no, sadly our O-line's bad, but hey, watch our last video for that.
Gotcha, absolutely. So the question goes back: what was Zeke's best year, in your opinion?
You got to go with his rookie year. You have to.
Okay. So if his rookie year was his best year, was his O-line elite in 2016?
Yes. I think that the O-line was still considered elite in 2016.
In 2016, that was the last time it was elite.
Yes, right. I think so.
So because 2014, it was the best O-line in football.
Yeah.
2015, they were good enough to get a journeyman 1,000 yards in Darren McFadden.
Yeah.
And so 2016 was the last time it was elite, right?
Yes.
So we can assumptively say from 2017.
Assumptively. I like that
you
word.
Like that? Assumptively say 2017, it was good. It was 2017, it was top 5. 2018, right? 2018, it was top 10. And in the last 2 years, it's been middle of the pack. Yeah. Correct? So in the loving words of the great Felicia Richard, aka Claire Huxtable, so we're gonna let the record show that the reason why we think Ezekiel Elliott has dropped off is not because his talent is good. He has slowed down, but his O-line is subpar, which makes any running back look average.
Absolutely.
Come on, counsel.
I 100% agree. If we think about 2019, people look at Zeke, and the O-line did struggle mightily in 2019, mightily. And people thought that Zeke fell off when he had almost 1,400 yards on the ground. And he had I believe his best year in the air as well. Even better than when they tried to feature him as their prime receiver in 2017 before getting Amari Cooper.
Absolutely.
So it's so weird to see people say that Zeke fell off last year. I think that last year Zeke performed mightily. It's just that we didn't have the defense to keep us competitive in games.
I think
Go ahead.
I think Ezekiel Elliott has fallen upon the ire of Dallas Cowboy fans because of the one thing that has happened. He has now obtained generational wealth. And Dallas
Cowboys
hate, despise their players getting paid. Don't want them to leave, but they hate for them to get paid. You cannot name one Dallas Cowboy player who has gotten paid that they ended up loving afterwards.
One that isn't an old lineman, yeah.
No, that's not old lineman.
I agree.
Not the old lineman. Romo got paid. They didn't love Romo. T.O. got paid. It was a big issue with T.O.
Yeah, hated T.O.
Hated T.O. Hated him. Tyrone Crawford was a guy. He was one of our guys. As soon as he got paid, they hated him.
He was one of our guys. He got paid. He was just a guy.
Just a guy. Brandon Carr. After his first year, he got paid. Guy never missed a game. Cowboy fans, what? Hated him.
Yeah.
Hated him. Byron Jones, when it came time for Byron Jones to get paid, oh, he's hurt. He's underrated. He don't get no interceptions. Hated him. Here you go. Here's another one for you.
Yeah.
Sean Lee, he always hurt. He got paid, right?
That one happened to be true, but
they have Amari Cooper. Yeah, Amari Cooper. He don't show up on the road, but he got paid because they gonna even hold Amari Cooper. They're gonna hold him liable for not showing up on the road when BAD, aka Ben DiNucci, right, couldn't throw the ball past the line of scrimmage. Where was Amari? Dude, he didn't throw the lamb. He hardly threw to anybody.
Yeah.
Cowboy fans hate you when you get paid. And I think the thing with Ezekiel is that his O-line is below average across the board. Across the board. Even last year when he had 1,300 yards and he was dealing with a guy who knew he wasn't playing at all pro level, not even pro bowl level to what he knew, and he decided to walk away from the game.
Yeah.
And he got second year buffed up Connor Williams. And he turned around and he still got Lyle playing the best out of his mind. But he also had a hurt Zach Martin all last year. Last year hurt, right? And Tyron does his 13 games a year. He does his 13. And then you found the discovery. And the problem is Tyron gives you 13, but they didn't want to put Brandon Knight at left tackle. They kept him at right.
Yep.
So I believe that no matter what he does, I don't think he's gotten fat. I don't think he's lost a step. I think he is a fifth-year running back dealing with a below-average offense line. You can put Christian McCaffrey. You can put Gale Sayers. You can put Emmett in his prime behind that O-line, and you're going to think something's wrong with him.
Absolutely. And I'll say this. I think that to start off the season, I think that Zeke had a hop in his step that we hadn't seen since his rookie year. I think that Zeke looked a bit more spry in the first few games of the season than he had in previous years.
I believe that.
So, man, I don't think that Zeke is elite anymore. I'll definitely say that. I do think he's very good though, but this just depends upon how the coaching staff can adjust in the future, because I do think that the future of the NFL at the running back position is going to turn to committees. It depends on how well the coaching staff can turn the corner and assimilate Zeke into a committee.
But Brandon,
because yes,
who's elite? Give me your elite running backs in the league. Give me your
Christian McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs. Those are the
Aaron
first
Jones.
two that. Aaron Jones, yes. You don't think of him often, but yes, I 100% agree with you.
Okay, so you're gonna give me Christian McCaffrey playing in Carolina on a bad ankle.
He's Derrick Henry. Yeah, totally forgot about Derrick Henry.
Okay. Okay, so let's walk each of these four guys, because I'm gonna rebuff the fact that he's still not elite. Okay. So Chris McCaffrey turns around. He's a totally different back than Ezekiel Elliott. He can run between the tackles, but that ain't where his forte is. His forte is getting in space. He's always been a shifty, get out the pocket, short pass type of guy. Aaron Jones can run between the tackles, but guess what he can also do? He catches a lot of screens, and they put him out in patterns where he can catch the ball out in patterns. So Zeke worked on that worked on it this year. But let's be honest, with the three monsters you got out wide, how many passes am I really gonna throw Zeke on routes like that? Okay,
you got a great point.
So that's totally different. So now you said Josh Jacobs. I don't watch a lot of Raiders football. I don't. Okay, so you probably can help me with that. But when you start talking about Derrick Henry got good the last
3 years.
Been good the last 18 games. Last 18 games. Because let's be honest, when Derrick Henry was coming out of school, I never thought Derrick Henry was even in Zeke Elliott's stratosphere.
Absolutely not.
I never thought he was that good. I thought he was just a big plotter, and they turned around. They got him a sufficient enough quarterback. The offensive line, they got great Tyler Lewan. They got great tackles. Their offensive line is above average, and so a guy like that can run downhill. You give me an above average offensive line, because I've in 2018 when I had an average offensive line. And we've done a film on that 2018 offensive line with Joe Looney, with Joe Looney's never looking left behind at the center. Okay. And Zeke still got me 1,300 yards. Had a great year. So I still take him as being elite. I just think he is the new whipping boy on offense for the Dallas Cowboys because of the money he makes.
Absolutely. Cowboys fans are fickle. It's not hard to see that.
Fickle. That's the word you got for him? With fickle. Your broad vocabulary, all you can give him is fickle?
I think that's a pretty high level word. You don't hear people say fickle often.
You
hear people say foolish.
Yeah, your Aunt Louise will say fickle. She will say fickle.
Exactly. But yeah, man, I think we kind of spoke on Zeke. The constraints of Zoom are going to force us to make this a two-parter. So please check on the second half of this video for us to talk about the second martyr on the Cowboys, and this one's going to be on the other side of the ball. But we're gonna have So
part two.
This is their
part
exactly.
Two.
This
Talk
is their football. Thank you.